Welcome, everybody. Allow yourself to arrive and feel your body. Feel this moment if you need, whatever you need to adjust, get comfortable, and yet in a position that can be also alert and, yes, welcome. As you allow yourself to settle in, then I also um, invite you to, if you wish, you can just allow a little arrival to feel here. It can be nice to have to use the hands very gently to be able to feel a sense of arrival and also acceptance of the body. Just with the gently with the hands can be on the back, here, the shoulders, just a moment to be able to a little contact, the chest. And as you allow that contact, the hips, the legs, the knees, anything that's there, welcoming ourselves to this precious moment. And as we do this, allowing our breath also to take its own shape. And so there will be a bit of a lecture at the beginning of this, and then afterwards there will be a meditation, and then a space for sharing for anybody who wishes to ask any questions and or any sharing that might feel alive. And so today's meditation is focused on how, in a way, well, here, this is going to be about, likely going to be titled here, Blowing on the Ember, yeah, of our ground of being, or the ember of our earthliness, something like this. What it's focused on is that in meditation and in life, there are different centers in the body that allow for different perceptions of dimensionality and expressions of life. And through the meditation process, there are, one can go into meditation states that deeply awaken the mind. Yeah, the sense of up here, that there's a sense of surrendering and going deep, 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 and then sensing light in this area here. And that can provide a sense of being able to see and perceive a sense of oneness. Yeah. But from here, and that it connects to a sense of equanimity with thoughts and being able to see, as you can imagine, if there was that equanimity in your mind. Yeah, the way that you think And you look, and then your intuition, your sense of looking. Then there's a process of awakening that can happen then in the heart. And the heart, of course, connects to compassion and love and the interconnectedness of all beings. And so there's a sense of when awakening, when the release into the more real, that transparency that we are free and we're able to go into that deep state of what's actually in the background, what is our being, is there, then there is this beautiful sense of love and sense of being connected to everything and a sense of that love and compassion and beauty, the sense of beauty that's like a feeling more. And then we have the base that is below the navel, the Dantian. Um, and down here, it's like the gut, the sense of the place where we feel most intensely that we are here, but emotionally and also motivationally, there's like a power. It's this actual center, physical center of our body, from our height. And there, right there, there is a a sense of when there's awakening there, there is a sense of the emotional freedom, but the emotional freedom that is a kind of existential freedom. Yeah, a kind of existential freedom. And this existential freedom is that I am able to feel down there. It's like a grounding cord. Yeah, it's like a beautiful grounding cord that when that is free and when that is present, it is completely clear that I am here. Yeah, it's very transparent, and there's a sense of also aliveness and creation energy that is natural. And so, here today, this meditation will be focused on this Dantian, this spot of our earthliness and this sense of in our gut and feeling here in our base. And taking a technique from Sufism that is called blowing on the ember of the heart and adapting it to down in this lower area in our gut or in the Dantian. And welcome, welcome if you're arriving just now. And um, and so this is what this is focused on, and this meditation, and that when we are able to really care for what is felt, what is experienced in this lower part of our body, but in this emotional place, this existential, energetic place. When we are able to care and sense there, then what what can happen is that we can feel deeply grounded, like a natural sense of belonging here on earth. In a way that the heart creates the compassion and the connectedness, yeah? And there can be a sense of, but there's also the heart has this capacity to be between dimensions, meaning that it includes all of the metaphysical, but then it also includes all of the physical in a way, but it's the including in this. And down here, there's this sense of I am here, and it's about being here in the physical plane. And so I bring this as a topic to be here in meditation and to also to transmute what's in this place, to bring presence to this place in the body. Um, as a as it's a very important center to tend to if, yeah, if we want to feel like everything that we have liberated, whatever, wherever it is that we're free, that is possible to exist in this life, not just in the world of ideas, but here and now, where I live, with the people that I live, in my work, in the places. It's down here at this center that can really open the possibility of bringing our creation into life, including that as we deepen and deepen into the sense of presence with that equanimity, presence with that love, can be in the heart, that depth of peace, all of this, that as we do this, that as we liberate this lower center, all of that becomes more possible to exist in your life. So that's what this meditation is for. Begin to make any adjustments before we um, go into meditation. If you need to drink a little water or anything. Allowing yourself to relax. I am going to guide us now into the meditation. This meditation of belonging in our world. Yes. And to begin, I invite you to make any shifts for your body. You may take a few deep breaths that help reorganize your posture in a natural way. A deep breath can fill the chest and help orient to what might feel like a more erect posture that can be both relaxed when you let go of the breath, if you let go while maintaining the erect posture. And so there's a relaxation and yet there is an alertness. Now, allow yourself to, in whatever position, some people may benefit from sitting on chairs, whatever it is, in your bed, whatever it is. And begin to allow yourself to relax. I'm going to bring us in to this meditation with a poem from Mary Oliver. This poem is called The Journey. Allowing the eyes to close or simply to relax and allow the words to flow or fall like a waterfall. Hmm. To be here. The journey. One day you finally knew. what you had to do and began, though the voices around you kept shouting their bad advice, though the whole house began to tremble, and you felt the old tug at your ankles. Mend my life, each voice cried. But you didn't stop. You knew what you had to do. Though the wind pried with its stiff fingers at the very foundations, though their melancholy was terrible. It was already late enough, and a wild night, and the road full of fallen branches and stones. But little by little, as you left their voices behind, the stars began to burn through the sheets of clouds. And there was a new voice, which you slowly recognized as your own, that kept you company as you strode deeper and deeper into the world, determined to do the only thing you could do, determined to save the only life you could save. With closed eyes, allowing for the gift of gravity to welcome us into meditation. Allowing the natural shape of your breath and the sense of gravity inviting you just as you are to be here, precious, unique you, exactly as you are, your shape, your experience. Arriving through the power of relaxation, allowing for every exhale to relax and be here allowing every inhale like a beautiful showing up, arriving here deeper. I am here more and more. And as you allow your breath to rest, for a moment to help the thoughts quiet, we will spend a few minutes focusing on the pauses between the inhale and the exhale, and between the exhale and the inhale. Gently becoming curious, however small those pauses are. They do not need to be any particular length, and it's okay to consciously hold them if that helps you land. Inhale, pause, bringing attention to the quality of that silence, the quality of that background of peace. In and out. Pause. In, pause, and out at your own rhythm. Simply being curious, tracking these pauses, noticing the uniqueness of them. Allowing the mind to become more and more curious. These pauses relaxing more and more. Coming back to the pauses between the inhale and the exhale, and between the exhale and the inhale, no matter what length. Curious, allowing the resting of the mind. You may always come back to these pauses to help quiet the mind. Now we will shift and allow our awareness in the head to rest in the back of the head. Any remaining sense of attention that is near the eyes, near the forehead, the temples, gets drawn to the back of the head. Near the back of the neck. Just becoming curious for the sensations right there. And a resting as if they were a hammock that you could rest in right there, also supporting the quieting of the mental activity. Resting in that hammock in the back of your head. And you may notice naturally that there is a natural flow, an invitation to allow your awareness to fall from the back of your head down your back, down to your heart, slowly like a fog filling a valley. And allowing that fog to go even deeper down, down in the belly, below the navel, the Dantian, and gently imagining that there is an ember, a piece of coal that is still hot, even a little bit, that is down here is the fire of our being here on earth. We gently approach this area and we may notice, we may feel that there are layers, any resistance, and we do not barge through. You become curious and softly respect the resistance, any emotion that might be there, any thought or voice, simply relaxing and including. As we land deeper, you allow the natural shape of your breath, the natural pace of every inhale and exhale to be a breath that is blowing on the ember of your ground here, of your belly. And every inhale includes and accepts whatever feelings may be there, whatever energy may be there, as if blowing on that ember, accepting what is there, and every exhale releases into accepting, contracts ever so gently into accepting, including and accepting. We allow our awareness to rest in that base, to be with the comfortable and the uncomfortable. This ember of life. Any resistances or contractions we gently include, and we allow the breath to blow on the ember of life there. Including and accepting, coming into deeper presence. Accepting emotion. I exist. And you may wish to speak in your mind the word I on the inhale, and exist on the exhale while seeing this blowing on this ember of life there just below your navel. Including any emotion that may be there. And as it appears, anything that appears, even allowing it to show on your face, ever so gently, welcoming your existence here on earth as earth. Any thought, any feeling, any body sensation becomes accepted and included. No right or wrong way. Intimacy as you. I exist. gently with this warmth, with whatever is here. You may stay in meditation if you so wish, or there's an opportunity to come to a close where you can take a few deeper breaths, allowing for that ember in the belly, that sense of I exist, however strong or faint, for you to be here just as you are, accepting the devotion of this practice, showing up. Allowing for that sense of I in the belly to gently begin to include being more and more in this world, that even without opening your eyes, you can include the room or the space that you're in, while including a connection to that ember, that life, that I exist. And at your pace, allowing for the inclusion of the opening the eyes while maintaining that sense of connection internally, allowing the bell to invite a greater sense of union between this belly sense of I and this reality, this earth. May you have a beautiful day or evening. May you realize that your unique essence, the uniqueness of you, exactly how you feel, how you are, that you are a gift, and that it is only through you being you that the gift that you are can exist, that there is no other way. this one and precious life that we have the privilege to shepherd and to live. We now shift to a moment if anybody would like to share anything that you can write in the chat or comments. Any reflections, any questions, part of your experience. Both can be written on YouTube or on the YouTube live stream or in the Zoom, wherever you may be. So I'll simply wait for a moment here in case anything wishes to be shared for now. It seems like that'll be all for today. And so sending you off with gratitude for coming, and may you receive the gift, the grace of this right to exist, right to be free as you. Mhm. Thank you for coming. Blessings. And until next time, if anybody wants to connect with more of my offerings, you can go to adrianlove.com. There will be description notes under this video later, and that also this is done for free or by donation. And if you wish to donate, it's very invited to help these offerings continue to exist in our world. And so thank you again, and until next time.